thank you all for coming out here today. I'd like to just introduce everybody down the line as to who's here. The way at the far left is Regis. We've got Nick, Ivy, Chuka, Blake, and Frank. So you all know who's here. Thank you all for coming out this afternoon. I'd like to begin by announcing that the 6 members that were directly affected by this incident, as well as the senior class council, have now retained legal counsel. The firm of Covington & Burling has taken our case on a pro bono basis and offered us full use of their resources and full support in this matter. We are very grateful for their generosity and for their services. We'd also like to thank Congressman Clay, Congressman William Lacey Clay here from the 1st Congressional District of Missouri for his support in this matter. Congressman Clay sent a letter to Attorney General Holder on our behalf this morning. He also has sent a letter to the FBI's Washington office and Chicago field office asking that our matter be carefully and appropriately looked into in a timely manner. We are all grateful for his efforts on our behalf. I'd like to recognize Northwestern University for all of their support in this matter. A few hours ago, the Vice President of Northwestern student body called me and pledged his full support for our cause. They have set up a committee to help us address this issue and have been incredibly helpful in getting our message out to the Chicago area. Finally, I'd like to thank the Anti-Defamation League for their continued support and guidance in this matter. They have been very helpful to us from the beginning in this process, and we're grateful for all of the great work that they do. The past 10 days have been incredibly hectic for all of us who have been taking a stand against this issue. Immediately after the incident occurred that Saturday evening, the goals that we developed as concerned students were to create dialogue about the issue of discrimination with the Washington University student body, to create awareness of this event in Chicago in order to help prevent future events of this nature, and to empower those that experience events such as these to react in an appropriate manner. Never did the 7 students who are joining me here right now, or any of the many committed students who helped us from across our university, expect that within the span of 10 days, this would have become an international news story and that we would be doing a press conference to have to talk about this matter. We are very grateful to all of the media for covering this story and allowing us to have the exposure necessary to better engage our society in this dialogue of discrimination, profiling, and racism in present-day America. But as helpful as all of the media has been, it's also shown us that it can be easy to get caught in the hype, to want to continue for the sole sake of it continuing, and to forget the values that we are truly fighting for. So, in the spirit of avoiding this pitfall, the 6 students who were affected by this incident and myself have gone back and to what it was that we truly wanted to accomplish when we first talked about this the evening that the incident occurred. We have gone ahead and asked the original mothers and its management team to work with us in making the original goals that we had come to fruition. What we were looking to do is turn this negative into a positive, to make sure that all of us learn from what happened to these 6 students in Chicago 10 days ago, and that we move forward together in a productive manner. To that extent, we have begun organizing a massive demonstration to take place in Chicago in late November. We will be inviting members of our own student body, of the Chicago area university student bodies, and anyone from the community who is interested to attend this demonstration. We also extended an invitation to mothers to attend this rally against discrimination. Today, we are very happy to announce that Mothers has taken us up on that offer and has chosen to help us fight this battle as we move forward. Mothers representatives will be present at our rally, will speak at our rally, and will help us in this battle against prejudice, discrimination, and hate in America. We believe that by asking mothers to join us in this movement, we will help to educate our country and create awareness that discrimination is still very much something that needs to be addressed by our society, and then hopefully, as a result of the rally, create an ongoing dialogue about this important issue among all who attend. We would also like to show that the best way of fighting discrimination can be by reaching out and extending a helpful hand to those who need it. Mothers, in an effort to be at the forefront of the battle against discrimination, has also agreed to have all of their managers undergo diversity, awareness, and sensitivity training that we hope will be provided by the Anti-Defamation League. I'd now like to introduce Chuka, one of the students who was affected by the situation. He will be talking more about what our requests were of mothers and what our agreement has now been. and after he speaks, we'll be open to take any questions that you may have. Thank you.
I believe it is important to note that from the beginning, as Fernando's talked about, this was always about raising awareness about discrimination and stopping incidents like this from happening in the future. I think it's important to note that from the beginning, it was never about the money, will never be about the money. In particular, one of the terms that we came to agree on with mothers is 4 events planned for fundraising, and all the proceeds will be going to cause OB bettering the community. That is yet to be determined. At this time, we'll open it up for any other questions you have about the incident.
Well, you retain legal counsel, but you say it's not about the money, so maybe you can kind of clarify the purpose of retaining the legal counsel in the matter now.
Well, in terms of providing or getting legal counsel, I believe it was Monday afternoon we had been contacted by the attorney that was representing Mother's Bar. And for that reason, we felt that we shouldn't talk to them directly about what demands we had, but rather we should get legal counsel, because those are matters that we are not professionals on. In terms of the demands that we've asked, I guess at this time we can go more into specifics, but nothing in the plans have anything to do with us getting financial compensation. It has to do with things like apologizing to us, agreeing to have a representative with us for this rally that we plan, to kind of show that we're moving in a positive manner in the future to work together to fight against discrimination. Just things that we wanted to have them agree on, and so we can show the nation and everybody that this is something we take seriously and that Mothers also is behind us.
So you've ruled out a lawsuit then at this point?
Yes. Individual, anything in terms of suing them is completely ruled out at this point.
Has there been an apology?
Not at this time, not yet, but one of the agreements is a public apology on the matter, so that is soon to come.
Have you heard when that's gonna happen?
I think it's very important to note that as far as apologies go and the details of what exactly happened, we've been very busy in the past couple of days, and a lot of this is just really came rushing at us. And to be perfectly honest with you, we really just came to an agreement with Mothers. So they haven't had the opportunity to issue apology. They haven't, we haven't had an opportunity to flush out exactly what everything's going to look like. But we have come to an agreement with them, and we're on the same page, same understanding on how what has happened and what we want to do moving forward.
Mothers today is still putting out a statement. It's a statement dated yesterday, but they're putting out a statement saying, we're conducting an internal investigation, we're reviewing our security policies. Are you certain they've committed to these things that you're talking about? Because if they have, they're not talking about it.
Yeah, I guess to put a timeline on it, the agreement really was finalized today. So I think things will come out and change moving forward. But we just want to make it very clear that this is something that we've been working on intensely, putting a lot of hours and a lot of time, and really came to this agreement very recently.
You mentioned that there would be 4 other fundraising events. Do you have any idea that would be put on with Mothers? Do you have any idea what those will be?
We're working on that right now. 3 of them, per our agreement, will be at actually the location of Mothers. One idea that we've had is to actually bring other colleges in Chicago to help us in these, parties against discrimination, we might be calling them. One of the 4th event will actually take place in St. Louis, and we will be finding a location for that, and we'll be making arrangements for that as the time draws near.
And a representative from Mothers will be coming to the one in St. Louis?
I don't know about that.
Fernando, and I can open this up to anyone. I'm trying